welcome to the TypeScript project. In this project, we are using the TypeScript Node Express and the MongoDB. In the previous session, we already discussed the introduction of TypeScript and the project structure. So in this session, we'll add the Mongo connection.ts where the MongoDB connection setup will be there, and the logger.ts, the logging utility or the configuration will be there. So I will use the Winston npm package, the popular login library. I will install it as dependency. So let's jump into the VS Code. Now, if I come to the explanation of this code snippet, here we configure a Winston logger for logging various levels of message, including error, information, and debug messages to both the console and the log into the files. Here we also use the movement package for the format timestamp information in the for log file names. Here the log transports is an array of transports that defines where the log message will be sent. In this code, logs are sent to the files and the console. You can see the console and the file. Here the transport.file will create the file with this file name uh, that include the date and time used in the JSON format. It includes a custom replacer function to extract the relevant information from the error objects. Second, we have the transports.console for logging debug message to the console with pretty printed formatting. The transports.file is the logging general informations like information info in the file name with the pretty printed format. Next, the create logger. Create logger initialize a Winston logger with the specified configuration, and the format.combine is used for to combine formatting options, and in this case it includes the timestamps. And default meta is an object that can include the default metadata for log entries. It includes a service fields with the value API. So we will import this logger in the server.ts and we'll see the demo. So here I am checking the Mongo URL presence in the .env file or not. We didn't mention the Mongo URL here, so it definitely logging the error in the console, also in the file. So let's check. So you can see it's logging the message error. Mongo URL is not specified in the environment URL in the environment, and also it produces this activity at 7 p.m.log. It's printed the same message here. Okay, it's working. Next, we will create the MongoDB connection and we will establish the connection to the MongoDB. To establish the MongoDB connection, we need the two package shares as a dependency and as a dev dependency. First is the Mongoose. So Mongoose is a popular object data modeling library for MongoDB and is widely used in Node.js application to interact with the MongoDB database. Next, we have the types slash Mongoose as a dev dependency. So at their type slash mongoose package is a type declaration package for Typescript that provides the type definitions for the mongoose library. Uh, it's when using Typescript with mongoose that this package is essential for achieving strong typing and the code completion. Next, I will add the Mongo connection. Here I will import the Mongo client and create the Mongo connection class. So here the Mongo client The Mongo client is the primary class provided by the MongoDB driver for connecting to and interacting with the MongoDB database. The class definition, you can see the Mongo connection, which I am exporting. The constructor, it takes the Mongo URL as a parameter, which should be a connection string for your MongoDB database. It initializes the Mongo client with a new instance for the Mongo client using instance of the Mongo client using the provided URL. The connect to database methods is responsible for establish the connection to the MongoDB server. Here we connecting the MongoDB server, and we also have the method closeDB connection. We will close the connections to the MongoDB server. Now we'll import this MongoDB connection in the server.ts, and we'll see if it's connection successfully connected or not. First, we have to define the MongoDB URI in the environment. So you can see the MongoDB connect here. I import the MongoDB connection class, and here I created the instance object Mongo connection, and call the method connect to database. If the connection is successful, I am logging to the console also in the file. And if the connection is successful, then only I am creating the Express server, otherwise logging the error. And here if the server receive the SIGINT or the control C command to stop the server, then it will logging the info gracefully shut down, and it will close the DB connection. And if anything error happens to closing the MongoDB connection, then it will log the error, and it will terminate the server. Okay, now let's test it. So you can see it's printing the message connected to MongoDB, so the connection is successful. And if I see the log message here, the it's also printing the message the connected to MongoDB. Now if I I giving the signal the SIGINT. You can see it's printing the info message gracefully shut down, and also here the gracefully shut down. Okay, so that's all for this session. In the next session we will define the routes and all the things, all the other pending things which we have.